So do you also manage the communities on Slack, and do you also want to create a Slack chatbot? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create a Slack chatbot using an AI agent. So over here I'm running a SaaS-based business and we manage our community using Slack. I have all my clients in a particular Slack channel, and now what I want is that whenever they ask me some question on my Slack channel, we receive their message. And now what I want is I want to use my AI agent, which is OpenAI, to generate the reply of that message using my company's knowledge base, and then further we are just going to reply them back again on Slack only. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Slack, OpenAI and Slack, and to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing Slack chatbot for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to create an intelligent Slack chatbot using an AI agent. It is perfect for automating support inside a private Slack community. So for example, I run a SaaS platforms with the member only Slack group. When a user asks a question in a support channel, our AI agent listens and sends the message along with the internal knowledge base to OpenAI and responds instantly in the same thread, accurately and contextually. This helps us to provide fast and helpful answers without needing the team member to jump in every time. So let's build this smart, always on support bot together. So to do this, I'm simply going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and once I'm just going to click on this access, now it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account. Alright, so now in order to create a new automation, I'm just going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go to this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created mine, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations, and now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: create a Slack chatbot using an AI agent. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application, which is Slack. So I'm just going to search for Slack right over here, and then I'm just going to simply select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to select it as new message and click on this button which says connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Slack account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Slack. And once I'm just going to click on this button, it is asking me for the token type, and now it is saying enter the token type as either user or bot. Check the documentation to find out how to get it. So to do this, I'm simply going to go towards this learn more hyperlink, and once I'm just going to come over here towards this learn more, over here going to get a whole document where you're going to get the differences between the user and the bot. So according to your own choices, you first have to read the permissions and then you can select the token type. I'm just going to keep it as bot right over here and move on forward and click on this button which says save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, yes, you can see that now Pabbly Connect is requesting to permission to access my Slack workspace. So yes, I'm just going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly is safe, and once you click on this allow, your Slack account will be connected with your Pabbly Connect. And now it's asking me to select the channel. So as you can see, the name of my channel is support questions. So I'm just going to simply select the same channel which is support questions right over here. So I'm just going to look for support questions and select it, and I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. But before clicking on this save and send test request, I'll just let you know that Slack is a pooling based application. So pooling based application means that this application will not check for new data instantly. It is going to take some amount of time to check for the new data, and over here in the case of Slack, it is saying the trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, Pabbly is going to capture the last response or the latest response made on my Slack channel. So what we are just going to do is, first we are just going to do the test submission, and then only we are just going to click on this save and send test request. So let's say I'm just going to ask a question right over here on the Slack channel, which is, can I integrate this with my existing CRM? If yes, what are the steps? So yes, I'm just going to simply send this message, and once I'm just going to send this message, I'm just going to open my Slack and click on this save and send test request. And as you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same, or you're going to see that we have received the same message, and with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. But right now it is saying the trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. But if you want to reduce or increase this time, you can go towards this three dots and then set trigger time, and from here you can keep maximum as 24 hours and minimum as 10 minutes. So I'm just going to keep it as 10 minutes only and move on further. Now for the action, I'm just going to select my OpenAI, which is my AI agent. Alright, so what I'm just going to do is, I'm running a SaaS platform. Alright, this is the Slack channel where all my users who have purchased my software ask me the questions. So I'm just going to create an AI agent right over here who is going to reply to all of these questions. And you must be wondering from where the AI agent is going to get the details of my software. So I'm just going to give the AI agent a knowledge base. So to do all of this, I'm simply going to first select the action application as OpenAI, which is my AI agent. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. Now it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account, you can go towards this, select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key. So I'm simply going to open my OpenAI API key page, and now you have to create a secret key. For that, you have to go towards this create new secret key button. You have to enter your key name, select the project, give the permissions, and click on this button which says create secret key, and your key will be created. I've already created my key, so I'm simply going to paste it right over here and click on this button which says save. And now with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow, and now it's asking me to select the AI model. So I'm simply going to keep the AI model as GPT-4. You can select any another of your choice. And now it's asking me to enter the prompt, so I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. So as you can see that I've successfully entered this prompt, and now it is saying you are a helpful AI assistant for a SaaS platform. The customer asked the following question, and first I'm just going to enter the question which the customer asked right over here. But we are not going to enter it manually or by copy pasting it, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Slack as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're just going to map these details automatically, my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm simply going to map the question which my user asked. So as you can see that I've successfully mapped this question, and now after adding this question, I'm just going to add my knowledge base using which the AI agent is going to generate the reply. So let's say I'm just going to enter knowledge base right over here, and then I'm simply going to enter my knowledge base. I'm just going to enter it as manually or as a static information only, because this will not change with every new response. And now in the end, I'm just going to enter the rest of the prompt which says Please generate a concise and helpful reply as if you're replying directly to the customer in the Slack thread. Do not give a long message but to the point. Don't mention best regards. So as you can see that I've successfully entered my prompt, and in this prompt I've also given the knowledge base of my platform. So now I'm just going to click on the save and send test request, and now my AI agent is going to successfully generate the reply for this question. And then further I'm just going to send that reply towards my customer in the thread. Alright, so yes, you can see that my AI agent has successfully generated the reply. Yes, you can absolutely integrate next stack software with your existing CRM. So yes, you can see that I've successfully generated this reply, and I'm just going to send it on the thread towards my customer. So I'm just going to select an action application once again as Slack, and now for the action event I'm just going to simply select it as send channel message and click on this connect. I've recently connected my Slack account, so I'm just going to click on this select existing connection and then save. Once again I'm just going to select my channel right over here, which is support questions. So I'm just going to look for support questions and select it. Now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to enter the message right over here which my AI agent generated. Now it is asking me for many another details. So all of these details are not the required details. I'm just going to keep it as same or the default only, or leave it as blank. If you wish, you can definitely fill in these details. Now it is asking me for the thread message ID. So yes, I'm just going to reply in thread only right over here towards my user. So I'm just going to enter this message ID. So to enter this, I'm just going to simply map this TS which we received from Slack response and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, as you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully replied. So I'm just going to open my Slack, and as you can see that we have successfully replied to this. It is saying yes, you can definitely integrate your existing CRM with Nextstack. Our platform support integration with various CRM solutions like HubSpot, Salesforce and Zoho CRM and the rest of these steps. So yes, you can see that we have successfully replied to this message, and with this we have successfully created a Slack chatbot. And now what is going to happen is that now whenever my user is going to send any query message right over here in support questions group, automatically my AI agent is going to generate the reply for that using the knowledge base which I have entered. And then further, with the help of this Slack, I'm just going to reply to that message. So yes, all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. We can just sit back and relax. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.